Hey there, I'm Will Frazier, and I'm the broker and owner of Craftsman Property Management and Craftsman Real Estate Services. And what unites our company is that we love getting to help people build multi-generational wealth through real estate. And we think that real estate is a fantastic tool for building wealth and preserving it and leveraging life. Seriously, life. The whole thing. It's not just about financial wealth. It's about so many things that intersect different aspects of our society. People need a place to live. They think that a home is different than a house because it is, because of what we make of it. And we need safety, security. We need memories, time together. And a home is kind of the intersection of multiple different things. And it's a great opportunity to build wealth that lasts generations. So that's why we're obsessed with it. And I'm often asked, why invest in Oklahoma City? There are many different cities out there. There are an estimated 20,000 total towns, villages, and cities in the U.S. And there are, at least 50 states. There are regions, there are counties, there are tons and tons of different ways to parse out the different areas. So why Oklahoma? Well, I'm going to break this down for us in a few key metrics. Number one is it's diverse and growing. The economy of Oklahoma City has been long associated with oil, but the fallacy in viewing Oklahoma City as an oil town is that we miss the fact that there are several key drivers of the Oklahoma City. And when I say Oklahoma City, for the sake of this conversation, I'm referring to the Metropolitan Statistical Area, the MSA. So when I say Oklahoma City, you hear Oklahoma City MSA. Oklahoma City's economy is not simply oil. It's actually driven strongly through oil, medical, education, manufacturing, wholesale, and hospitality. That doesn't seem like a one-horse town at all, because it's not. And in fact, in boom years in oil, it's wonderful. It leads to a lot of capital development and capital improvements in the economy. And in bust year for oil, it leads to a lot of people that were making a lot of money that are suddenly really depressed, and everyone else is pretty healthy because we have a lot of things other than oil. And in fact, what you find is that though Oklahoma City isn't known for being an entrepreneurial hub, it is a great place to start small businesses and run large businesses. So that attracts a evergreen source of people looking for jobs, people looking to get gainful employment when they graduate from any of the 3+ Tier 1 universities. So we've got educated people being churned out by these institutions. They stay in town because we have a thriving local culture that gives them something to do. And so economically, it's a great place to be. It's diverse, it's steady and stable and resilient. Number two is it's landlord-friendly. So it is a known fact that our courts work to be very balanced, but if they're going to side on any side, they love prudent landlords. And so this is one of the reasons that our property management company continually works to be professional and to be prudent and kind and to carry a good reputation, is because bad landlords who stink, they ought to be on the wrong side. They ought to be disfavored. But we find that Oklahoma City and the courts in Oklahoma as a whole love good landlords. And so often that can be a saving grace. And so our landlord friendliness is the second reason that I love Oklahoma City. And then the third is this, and this is a Will hack. This is not something you read in an article, but I'll tell you the truth in this. Our city, our area, has continually voted yes to additional taxation for the MAPS project is what it's called locally. But it's city parks, sidewalks, green spaces, all the things. But this is the reason I think this intersects you as a person. Like multiple times over about a 20-year period, taxpayers, constituents have gotten the opportunity to say, no, I want my taxes to stay the same or lower than they are right now, or yes, I'll bear a small additional taxation for the greater good. And over again, they voted yes. And the politicians who've put together this stuff have made it happen over and over again. And so what we tend to see is that Oklahoma City is doing these little projects here and there and everywhere that at the time don't really move the needle a whole lot. It's a little bit nice. It's a little bit better here. It's okay there. But what you're seeing now in the 20th year on is that they're accumulating. And I'll be darned if what was kind of a sleepy little oil town that kind of had some other stuff going on has blossomed into a town with a vibrant downtown, a park system that is really nothing to snuff at, and sidewalks and bicycle tracks that run throughout the northwest side and actually all the way downtown and now on the south side. And we have a community that continues to rally around and politicians who continue to execute on the vision of Oklahoma City getting better. And so I think when you combine those three factors, you have a lot to hope in. When you've got an economic outlook that is growing and steady and stable, you've got landlord friendliness, and when you've got an area where the people keep saying yes and the government keeps showing up to make it a little bit better every time, you've got a winning proposition. And you add to that we're the home, the literal origination of the shopping cart and Beverly's Pancake House, then, what's to lose? No, seriously, Oklahoma City is a great place to invest. It's not the only place to invest, but as for me, my house in the state of Oklahoma, it's hands down the best. And then if you want to know anything more or specific details, let me know and I'll get you some great guidance, and then we can talk vision and why this could or could not be a great situation for you to invest in Oklahoma City.